Hey everyone, welcome to my little channel called The Sword Rules. My name's Dean and I'm making this video to, sorry, I got some bad fall allergies going on right now, so the voice isn't the strongest today. So I'm making this little video because I've got my beautiful 1999 Tahoe Z71 for sale, and I'm hoping that I can find a really good caretaker for this wonderful truck for its next phase in its life. So I'm going to walk you around it here a little bit, show you inside, and give you a good idea of what kind of truck it is. I did another video on it. You can watch that one too if you want. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description. But we're gonna move this one on. I've had a lot of fun with it. I really haven't done too much to it since I got it. It's a little bit dirty right now because I do drive it occasionally. I come out here to my storage unit and I take it for a little spin, just, you know, keep all the juices flowing on it, that kind of thing. But I've got too much stuff, you know. But I'm not able to wash it out here. That was my whole point, I guess I was getting to. So, you know, I've got that thing, Rowdy the Cadillac. I've got a trailer in my storage unit. I've got this at home. We've got the Grand Cherokee that my wife drives every day. We've got a little motorcycle, and I've got an e-bike. And you know, I can't keep everything. I'd like to. I'd certainly like to keep everything, but that takes a lot of storage, and yeah, you know, I like switching through things quite often. I think everybody knows that by now. So that's a good look around the outside of this beautiful machine. I'll show you inside, and in the back, it's really in nice shape overall. The whole truck is in really nice shape. The interior looks newer than probably. I think it's been recovered. I'm not sure, but it sure looks like, to me, like it was recovered at some point in its life. The dash does not have any cracks in it at all. This is a new, I really like the black contrast. I have the original part here for this also. It was gray to match the dash, but this is one of those Maestro dash things that you can use when you're putting a new stereo in. And I've got this big Pioneer stereo. Gives you Apple CarPlay, that kind of stuff. And I've got the stereo, the subwoofer, and the amplifier back there underneath the seat. WeatherTech mats, of course, all the time. Really, overall, the interior is like a probably 8.5, 9 out of 10. There's one defect up there in the headliner and one over here on the side panel. You can just barely see it back there. One other thing that I've just remembered, I have a new light switch, the whole assembly here to put in, because this one is in not the greatest shape. It works fine, everything works on it, but just cosmetically it's not in the best shape. So I do have a new one to put in there. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So that's the interior. Everything works as it should. Nice cushy power seats with lumbar and the whole. I mean, it's really a really nice cruiser. This thing drives, oops, I've got to release that here with this release button. And this thing drives really like it's dang near a brand new vehicle, you know. Let me put this down for you. So we've got a real nice back end here with lots of storage. That spare tire has some good tread on it. I have no idea how old it is. It's still got some of the original paint markings on it. I didn't look at the date code the last time I had this cover off. There is a hole right there that I put a little cover on because the stereo used to be mounted back here on this cover here. When you flip that seat down, that cover goes down with it and covers a gap between the back section and the back of the seat. And they had the stereo stuff mounted there. Actually, the wires were run up through there. I didn't like that because this all folds pretty much flat, but then you couldn't really, you had to be careful putting stuff in here because then you could damage the stereo equipment that was sitting right there kind of in the way in the middle. That's why I moved it forward underneath the back seat. Those are the headrests that go in there. I don't keep them in there just because I used to fold down that seat pretty often for hauling stuff, and they have to come out, otherwise you have to move the seats way forward, and I'm kind of tall and I can't move my seat forward that far and drive it. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is stop the video right here. I'll put those headrests in and let you see what it looks like with them in. There, that looks cleaned up a little bit better. I have those in. I don't plan on hauling anything back here anymore with this, so we'll just leave those in there. Dome lights, map, reading lights, whatever, those all work. I put new kicker 6x9s back here, and I think they're 5-inch round speakers that I put in the front. Those are also kicker speakers down here in the door. So all new speakers, plus the new subwoofer behind the seat, and the amp Pioneer head unit. It's got a great sounding stereo. It's really nice sounding in here. Garage door opener goes in here. This also has the front map lights up here. Everything works. This is your sunglasses holder. Well, I hope I had that camera set up right. And this, I'm really not sure. This looks like it was for holding like CDs or something back in the day. I'm not really sure what that is. We've got, you know, makeup lights to put on. We also have these pull out, swing around, and you can you know, adjust them to make them all fit nice. We've got extra power controls down here, power outlets I should say. We've got the subwoofer control, ashtray. I don't think the ashtray has ever been used. I don't believe this car has ever been smoked in, and it really is, it shows it too because it's in such nice shape. Last thing I guess is, well, the glove box here. There isn't really too much to show in there. I've got the wheel lock in there, wheel lock key. Next, I'll open up the hood and show you what's in the power barn. All right, I covered most of this in that other video too. I'll just give a quick overview here. We've got a nice big Optima battery, helps to power that big stereo. Got real good professional wire installation on here. We've got the 5.7 liter Vortec. Things that I've learned under here is that according to the records that I have from the previous owner, and I've got a pretty good size folder of paperwork for this actually that I can show who's ever interested, but the prior work done on here is a complete new suspension up front, all the bushings, shocks all the way around. I mean, the guy spared no expense making it a nice riding vehicle. about 15,000 miles ago, the Spider injection system was replaced, so that's relatively new. Within the last couple hundred miles, I changed all the spark plugs. The wires are all new, and can't really see it too good from that side. I'll show you over on this side. The cap and rotor is also brand new. I just did it because I pulled one of the plugs and thought, you know, they could stand to be changed, so I changed it all. Just kind of good maintenance to do on it. But as you can see, it's not a showpiece underneath here or anything, but you know what? That's a really good engine and transmission. It's not leaking any oil. You can see it's very dry underneath here. Nothing drips. There's no engine or transmission drips from this thing, and I believe that it's a replacement engine and transmission just because of how strong it runs. It doesn't burn any oil. It's got lots of power. It shifts perfectly, and it's got the truck itself has almost 175,000 miles on it. And I guess it's possible that the original equipment could work that good if it was all really, really well kept, and that's a chance that it was. But it's also a pretty good chance that those are replacement, and it's a replacement engine and transmission. It's original GM from the looks of it, so somebody did it right if that's indeed the case. As you can see, it's all in really good shape now. That's some of the undercoating has flaked off over the years, and then you get your normal little bit of frame rust on there, but as you can see, everything is bone dry underneath here. This is a really nice old truck that doesn't drip or leak in any way. I'll get you around the other side over here too. It does have let's put this up here, close this. It does have I think that's a class 3 trailer here. What do you call that? It takes the 2-inch receiver, a Curt. It's in really nice shape. Got the trailer plug-in. The exhaust doesn't have any rust on it. Looks like brand new. As you can see, all the undercoating back here too on differential. Everything is just in really nice shape. Nothing to complain about back here. And get up off the blacktop again, show you around the other side. I'm being as transparent as I can about this truck. It's just mostly because it's in such good shape. I have nothing really to hide on this truck. It runs like perfect, purrs like a kitten, drives you down the road in style too. I forgot to mention the wheels and tires. We got some really nice looking Moto Metal wheels. Yeah, I can take a look at this one here. So here's the size. LT 275 55R20s. BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs. Right here's the date code. 27th week of 2021, so these tires are only a couple years old. They're in really nice shape yet. They've got some of the nubbies on them there yet from when they're new. I don't believe there's much wear on those. And that's a sharp looking wheel too for this rig. So there you have it. The Tahoe that I affectionately call Coupe, officially up for sale. I'll put my email address in the description, otherwise it's listed for the channel too, but it's dean.sword61@gmail.com, if you're interested, hit me up in my email. And I'm located in Neenah, Wisconsin, and I am willing to deliver this within reason, anywhere, pretty much anywhere. I'll throw it on a trailer or throw it on a flatbed. I have access to both of those, and get it to you, so we don't put any more miles on it. But otherwise, you could come and get it too, and drive it anywhere that you need to. That's what I did when I bought it back in February of this year. I flew down to Atlanta, jumped in it. Well, I checked the oil first. Then I jumped in it and I drove it to Neenah, and just runs like a top. So yeah, hit me up if you're interested. Thanks for watching. As I say at the end of all of my videos, give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. I'll keep recording those videos and getting them out there for you. Subscribe if you want. I don't really care. And have a good rest of your day. Bye now.